question. Cody, did you feel it helped your confidence to know you were going to be the guy the whole game, that you were the guy today? Did that help? Did that change your demeanor, help you at all in the huddle?
Yeah, I mean, and not only today, I think just the whole week with the mindset. Because, you know, the first 2 weeks, I'm not making excuses at all for how I played the first 2 weeks, but you can't really take control, you know, during the week and step up and be that guy to lead the whole time when you're sharing reps and you're sharing time. But this week, you know, starting on Sunday, Coach Kiffin said, hey, let's roll. Let's start this thing up right. You know, we trust in you and let's get this thing going. So, you know, that gave me the whole week, you know, to get prepared like I know I can, you know, and take control of this offense. And like I said last week, you know, I took 100% of the blame for that loss because like Coach Kiffin said, our pass offense wasn't great. But you know, there's a whole new confidence, I guess, this week, and I think it really showed it in the offense.
Why did you feel that pass offense changed from last week, right?
Yeah.
Well, what was the difference in your opinion, how it changed? Was it the play calling? Was
it
more optimistic, more aggressive? Yeah. How did you see it?
Coach Kiffin called a great game. You know, he really put us in plays for me to have multiple reads. You know, to get the ball to the right guy. And that play to Marquise, you know, that was a read play. Nelson had a close route. He said, if Nelson's there, take it. If the safety to the field plays inside, give it to Marquise, and he did just that. So it's nice him giving me options, you know, in games like this. And it was just very exciting, you know, overall, when you get that rhythm, you know, and not having to worry, me personally, about if I'm going to play the second half or coming out, just having one half to you know, pitch a game or play a perfect game for one half. I had that confidence where we can get a rhythm and really, you know, drag this thing out to the end of the game, and that's, I think, what we did.
Would it be fair to say the game plan was drastically different this week than last week?
Absolutely. I mean, it was a lot more aggressive, obviously, and everyone saw that today. And I mean, that first pass from Marquise, obviously, I wish I could have that back and just let him a little too far. But even if you know, it wasn't completed, it was still statement, you know, that we can stretch the ball in the field, and we will do that. And you know, I'm just excited for our overall performance today, especially up front and then around the game.
You smiled about it here a little bit, but what was your reaction when you heard the fans cheering after that first?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome, and I mean, it was really unfortunate last week, you know, they beat us, but at the same time, I mean, we deserved it. And you know, and they were saying, you know, the whole fire Kiffin, booing Kiffin, and that's just, I mean, that's us, that's on us, that's on the players, you know, and that's not fair to get on the head coaches. We're the ones playing the game, you know, and we got to perform for him. And I feel like he really trusted us and knew that we were going to come back and do that. And hopefully, I mean, we showed the fans what our offense is capable of, and that Coach Kiffin, you know, called a great game and put us all in the right, you know, opportunities to make plays.
Is there more of a concentrated effort to get Xavier and Randall involved today?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's always been, you know, I mean, we have, like I always say, we have 2 NFL-ready tight ends, and those, I believe firmly both those guys can play in the NFL today if they had to. And we definitely need to get them the ball more. And I feel like we did that today. You know, we had opportunities. Obviously, we got one call back on Randall on the block in the back. But I feel like they both got a lot of touches today. And, you know, not as many as you want, you know, but it's a tight end. You know, you're playing tight end, you don't get 100 touches a game. But, I mean, you get the ball and you let people know that they are a factor and they have to worry about the tight end position.
Josh, the defense had another lights-out game today. How does it feel to finally have a little bit more balance with the offense and the defense performing?
It felt great. The energy on the sideline was just, it was awesome today. You know, we were firing on all 3 cylinders, special teams, offense, defense. So as a defensive player, you know, it's just fun to go out there and know that your offense is moving the ball. You know, the best place for a defensive player to be is on the sideline. And so our offense helped us out with that today.
So your coach talked about it being Hell Week. How tough was it in the locker room for you guys during this week?
It wasn't necessarily tough. I think personally for the offense, it was a thing we took personal. Not like, it wasn't like, oh man, we're down ourselves, everyone hates us. It wasn't like that at all. But I mean, it's definitely tough to bounce back from a game like that, especially starting on Monday. You know, right when you come back, the very first practice back, you know, a lot of guys might be down or be upset, but we didn't have that at all. You know, we came out Monday and it was awesome. That everyone came right to work, you know, and we took it personal offensive-wise. You know, the defense has been playing lights out, like everyone's saying, and they've just been playing so great and helping us out and giving us a chance to you know, put a lot of points on the board while the other team doesn't have any. And I think we took it personal as if we got to play for them. You know, we're not playing for ourselves, we're playing for the whole team. You know, those are our brothers out there just working their butts off on defense. You know, we got to put points up on the board, you know, to help them out.
Josh, how different was the offense this week in practice? How different were they in practice, the offense?
Oh, it was great. The energy, you can see it when we came to practice on Monday. They were throwing throwing deep passes. I remember, I think the first play of our team period, they hit Nelson with about an 80-yard bomb for a touchdown. And from there, I think that kind of set the week off for our offense's tempo.
Question for both of you. How much did the players only meeting that you guys prepare for the season?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have players only meeting, you know, and I don't know why. And people were, I mean, I'm not trying to get too deep into that, but people were taking that the wrong way, like, oh, Kiffin doesn't know, Kiffin doesn't know. What Marquise meant by it was there's a couple of guys, you know, and they were talking, a little meeting, like they got together, and a couple of guys wasn't a player-only meeting. Even if it was a player-only meeting, there's a reason it's called player-only meeting. The coaches don't have to know about it, you know, and that's, it's, because, I mean, they can only do so much for us, you know, it's our team, and we're playing for ourselves. And at the end of the day, we have to be responsible whether we win or lose, and people put too much on the coaches, when in reality, I mean, it's on us. We're the guys playing on the field.
Josh, one of the big plays on defense was you in that stop and open field on third down. Is it fair to say that's the type of play that was helped a lot by tackling in spring and fall camp? You know, the last couple of years there have been more missed tackles. Today, really the last 2 games, the whole defense has been finishing off those stops in space.
Yeah, well, every week we come into practice and we tackle. We tackle, whether it's tackling scout team guys or tackling a bag or whatnot. Coach Kiffin and Pendergrass, they emphasize tackling a lot. And Kiffin, one of his challenges to the secondary this spring was to become a better tackling secondary. And I think we're doing that thus far this season.
Josh,
Do one more.
This Boston College